This In-Wheel Time Car Show is recorded Sunday, June 13th at the Wheelchairs for Warriors Car Show at Bayway Chevrolet in Pearland, Texas. Our next live show returns next Saturday. Enjoy.
It's the In-Wheel Time Car Show. Today coming to you from the first annual, I guess it would be the inaugural Bayway Chevrolet Car Show Extravaganza, benefiting Wheelchairs for Warriors. Just ahead on today's special show, more Jeff will tout his pre-owned car of the week. Are you doing the Ford Focus today?
Yes.
He's doing the Ford Focus, ladies and gentlemen.
Because I ripped the Jaguar yesterday.
Okay. We've got the racing calendar. Conrad's got the car clinic. We'll also have stories making automotive news headlines and some of the actual participants in today's car show. It's kind of a cruise in, but it's kind of not. Because a cruise in means you come on in and everybody talks to one another, and there's no awards, there's none of that, and you be on your way. Now, this is a judged car show. Now, I don't know who the judges are, but I know that they're good. Just my feeling. I just have that feeling.
Some come in and somebody said, "Here come the judge." So
here come the judge.
That might have been a Pontiac.
That's exactly it. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world Mars, who's outside right now, trying to find somebody to talk to us in this heat. Hey, we've got at least one thing to offer this afternoon, and that is we got shade, baby. And we need shade.
Made in the shade.
Yep, we definitely need that. It's very hot out here.
And sticky.
We are in Pearland, Texas, which is a little city just south of the actual city of Houston.
Growing city.
Growing, prospering, big.
Metropolis.
Becoming that way. So Bayway Chevrolet, we're right here on FM 518. And we would invite you to come down. The show goes from now, it's open now, till 6 o'clock this evening. We're going to be doing this broadcast from 2 until 5 today across our social media networks. Now, we are a little bit limited on our camera views because it is so hot, the cameras keep
overheating.
And Conrad keeps finishing my sentences like he always does. So there's some things change and some things don't.
I can see what you're thinking.
Could you see that?
Yes.
I am so sorry. Let me apologize right up front.
Yes, because it's a scary view from here.
I know it is because you've known me long enough now to know exactly what I'm thinking. We're kind of married in a little way.
Yes, we are. We're way too much alike. We have the same birthday.
We do have the same birthday. As a matter of fact, I had lunch with another guy.
Except yours was like 37 years before mine.
You know, he just can't leave it alone. He's just got to go there. And
no, I think it's just 10 years before mine.
Whatever.
What are you, 47?
Yeah, that's it, 47. That's why all the women are just lined up, oogling over me. Is that the way to pronounce that?
Okay.
Because I know that you'll correct me if it's not right.
But look at the collection of cars here today. I mean,
you
seriously.
just wanted to move on, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
There's a 57.
There's a 57 ambulance.
There's sitting next door to it. And is that a 55
No,
pickup?
it's a 50. I'm not real sure of the year of the pickup truck. I would assume it's a 57. Is that yours? Oh, well, good. You guys need to come up here and talk to us here in a little bit.
Are you booking the show now?
I'm booking the show.
I think
Where's Mars?
He's out booking the show. So you, sir, come on and sit down. We don't hang.
So
it's
a matching pair of a 57 Chevy ambulance and a 57 Chevy pickup truck, which I'm assuming is color matched in the red with the white top for a reason.
Okay, but at any rate, this is an all-encompassing car show.
And Heitzman's making noises in the fan.
I will say that I did meet a guy that actually trailered his car in, and if you were to see the car, you'd understand why he trailered it here from Conroe. It is a 67 Camaro that has a 671 blower on it that's sticking out of the hood. And I can't even imagine what kind of gas mileage, if any, that he gets in the thing. But here to Conroe, I would say at least a tank.
You'd have to stop twice.
No, it's how many gas stations per mile.
Yeah,
how many
kidding.
gallons
Well,
per
I'm
mile.
not exactly sure how all that works. But, this is one of those car shows that it's all about the details. And I mean that literally in the fact that if you're going to show your car, whether it's a street car, it's a show car, or it's a cruiser, a resto mod, an original. Doesn't make any difference what it is. Need to detail the car. Do you know how to detail the car? Do you? You know how to detail a car?
I could probably get by.
You think?
Yeah.
You know how to detail a car? I think
just
everybody
rub it
everybody
down.
thinks they know how to
Just
detail
rub it
a
down
car.
with new brake fluid.
But I will tell you that
Those are the tires.
I have won several awards many years ago as far as detailing a car when I was showing a car on a regular basis. But, yeah, believe it or not, me, of all people. But it takes a lot of work to detail a car to get it to a show level. And I'm not talking about an outdoor show like this. I'm talking about an indoor show that has carpet on the floor and, people pay good money to go in there, kind of like Autorama.
The toothpicks and the
Yes.
toothbrushes and the little Q-tips.
All of that and more.
Yeah, we noticed there's a few wax spots on yours in the grooves.
Well,
Get
yes,
a little
there
touch
is.
up.
I know. But, it's not in competition here
no,
today.
no.
It's strictly to show off the fact that we are car guys, despite the name of the show.
Right.
So
Yep, he
forgive
put that
me,
one
and
in
thanks
there.
for calling me out. But at any rate, I'm sorry, I don't. Were we officially introduced?
I think we met quickly. My name is Chris, and I am with Detail Garage South Houston.
That's it. It's Chris with Detail Garage South Houston. So, Chris, if you're in the detailing business, you know about what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Yeah.
very familiar. I actually, back in the day when I did detail for primary source of income, I had a couple of cars that were in Autorama. When I moved to Austin, I had a couple of cars out there at the some of the shows they had, and I think my biggest claim to fame was a Ferrari California I did, won second place at Pebble Beach.
Very nice.
So
At
I
Pebble
was
Beach.
At Pebble Beach.
Well, that's a bit of a claim to fame
It
because
was.
Pebble Beach would be the ultimate of all concours
Yes.
judged shows.
Yeah.
Well, I think at Amelia Island is up
Amelia
there.
Island.
And I would also like to think that Keels and Wheels is right up there with them.
Yeah, there's a gentleman that I detailed for that showed at Keels and Wheels, Mr. Richard Cook, and huge guy down there in Clear Lake.
What kind of car?
He had 17. It just depended.
17.
Yeah.
I get a little feedback there, David. I don't know what that is. But anyway, so clearly if you're a detail guy, which you are,
Yes, sir.
it takes an enormous amount of patience and time. Yeah, it's real easy to say, oh, that's good enough.
Yeah.
When you say it's good enough, it ain't good enough.
No.
Not usually in a judged show where you've got trained high-end judges because they look for every stinking detail that
Speck
you
of
could
dust.
Right.
possibly imagine.
They look down between the fender and the gap with the door open in the hinge area to see if you got that thing way in there. It's going to take you a 2-foot Q-tip to clean.
My urologist does that.
Thank you.
we
I
appreciate
I wanted
that,
to absorb
that
that.
thought breaker there. But Pebble Beach, so were you there with the car at Pebble Beach?
Sadly, no. No, I wasn't. Mr. Michael Bennett, which is the client who went out there, but no, he sent me a text the day of judgment and was like, so you didn't win. And I was like, but? And he's like, but you got second. I was like, hey, okay.
That's right.
But that kind of sparked my interest in detailing, and well, it was sparked as a kid, getting better at it, honing the craft. Right now, I don't detail at all. Right, Detail Garage South Houston is it's a place for the car community to come to. So we're really big on hosting events. We offer classes on how to detail, so anything from just basics in detailing, right, the do's and don'ts, proper processes, procedures, all the way to paint correction classes.
So today, you've got some vehicles that maybe have a little road grime on it from coming from far away places. Would you recommend they put anything on their vehicle in this 100-degree heat?
No.
Don't touch it.
Yep.
in the
'cause-
heat.
Exactly. As soon as you spray something on these paints that are 120 plus degrees, or maybe even, I'm probably lowballing, but yeah, that's going to bake the product right on right away.
Yeah.
You just made a nightmare.
Yeah. So I guess the other thing that I was going to venture off into are show cars that rank up there at the top of originality, even though some of them, many of them, have been restored, but been restored back down to the nuts and bolts, all the way down to the washers, the correct wiring harness,
Proper
period,
markings,
correct,
proper
all
markings
of
on
the
the nuts
things,
and bolts. Yep.
yeah, and the chassis and the car and everything else.
And all the little manufacturing crayon marks.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oversprays.
Yeah, all of that. So when you get into that level, that's probably not going to be seen at this show.
No.
Be my guess.
But this is our ideal audience, though.
Yes, it is for you.
It's all the people that buy our products and they're do-it-yourselfers.
What kind of products do you sell over there?
So Detail Garage is the franchise storefront for the parent company called Chemical Guys. So Chemical Guys detailing products.
I knew those guys in high school.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Really?
before,
Like-
yeah, before, yeah,
Chemical guys. I
70s.
don't know if
Before-
they had anything to do with cars, but they had.
Because Paul's been around for a while, so I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a probably different kind of chemical than what Conrad's
see,
talking
I
about. But
see.
yes,
That one went over my head.
yeah, good. That's a good thing.
Dad'll be proud when he listens to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
But yeah, so Chemical Guys detailing products. So we have everything from soaps to just general interior wipe downs, all the way to 5-year ceramic coatings, polishers, foam cannons, all that good stuff. All of our chemicals made in the U.S. Slowly but surely, everything will be made in the U.S. So it's a really awesome company. Everything we sell is the online price, right? So that's part of being a franchise. So
no brick and mortar.
well, that's
you.
The Detail
Okay.
Garage is the
All
brick
right,
and mortar,
that's-
yes,
I
sir.
got you.
But they do have some of our products at other locations, big box stores like Walmart. They carry a limited amount of SKUs, but you're always going to pay more, and you don't have the knowledge there, right? So and I'm not making fun of anybody, but Walmart employees have their set jobs, right? Our set job at Detail Garage is to inform you of everything you need in order to achieve what you're looking for.
Gotcha.
And so we'll go from the most basic starter packs, again, all the way up to I want to be a professional detailer, learn how to paint correct, and lay down ceramic.
So if I get online and I buy a product and I get whatever amounts and processes, but I also need somebody to do it. I don't want to do it, but I'll buy your product. Is that available? You have people that you can recommend? And
We definitely have people we recommend. So we don't do it at the shop, but we do have quite a few very good, trusted detailers that we really scrutinize their work before we even hold their card and recommend people. So, say you want somebody to do the hard work and you want to maintain it, we got people for that.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
I have that 2001 Corvette, black
love
on
it.
black.
Love it.
Thank you. And the one thing that I haven't done that I want to do
Pink pierce striping?
is I would like to actually work on the seats.
Gotcha.
And I have not cleaned them. I have not done anything. So even though the car only has 26,000 miles on it, 26,000 miles is just that.
Right.
And a lot of butts in the seat.
Yes, sir.
So I would like to clean the seat and treat the seat. What would you do? What would you tell me to do? Now, it does have stitching on the back of it. It's hard to see. It's in silver, and it says Corvette. I don't want to mess that up. If
Gotcha.
anything, I want to enhance that.
Gotcha.
So you got to help me here.
So products that come to mind right off the bat, our leather cleaner is odorless and it's colorless, right? And so it's also made to be as strong as it can be without affecting dye, finish, anything of the leather. So use that straight up. Leather.
Spray can?
It is a 16-ounce sprayer, yes, sir.
Okay.
So it's not a
In
cream.
an
You put
aerosol or a pump sprayer?
It's a pump sprayer.
You put a cream on after as a finish
We
coat?
do, yes.
We ain't
So-
got that far yet.
I'm going to go for a ride.
Got to clean it first before you lubricate it.
Yeah. I would say clean it, especially use a.
You can't talk like this is a public show.
No, when you put a leather
You
conditioner,
cannot talk that
a
way.
leather conditioner is also lubricating the leather because you're trying to restore some of the lost oils to the sun. Am I correct?
I would go with hydrate, but yes, sir.
Okay. Hydrate. Okay. You got to
Hydrate
clean
your
it
leather.
before you hydrate it.
It sounds really sophisticated, doesn't it?
And that's not just pouring water on it.
Yeah,
Don.
no, I understand. Okay,
sweat.
so now that we followed now how do you apply it?
The cleaner? I use a brush. So I use a very soft horsehair brush that we use, that we sell in the store, rather. It's an excellent brush. It gets in the cracks and crevices. If you have perforated leather, those little horsehairs will get down into it, scrub it all down, and then you use just a clean microfiber towel to wipe up the excess.
Because you don't want to get it too wet.
Right.
And because especially on the perforated seats, then you got a big mess on your hands and air conditioning, heated seats, all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
That can be a problem.
Right. And so I do a light mist. A lot of times I'll lightly mist the seat. I'll prime my brush, right? Spray the brush. It's priming it just like anything else, and then you just scrub it down, wipe it up. Just do that to the whole actual vehicle. By the time you get back to where you started, it's dry. and then take your. We have 2 different leather conditioners that are full-on conditioners. We have just regular conditioner that has some UV protection, and we have serum. Now, the serum has essential oils in it that helps to give even more sunblock. It literally doubles what leather conditioner does for $3 more a bottle.
But what happened? First thing that comes to mind is it's going to make it slick like Armor All, and I'm going to slide right off the seat.
Not at all. So, and that's common, right? But that's how I grew up. You cleaned your leather seats; they were shiny, they were slippery. This gives a nice, just genuine leather look to it. It's kind of matte. I would call it a sheen at most. By the time you get in there, your bottom's not sliding around anywhere. It's not going to be anything other than just the OEM natural look that you were looking for.
Now, after the cleaner, and I get my rag off of the seat, and I look at it, I want to see dirt. Am I going to see dirt?
Absolutely. I wish I had full cleaner here. I'd do a demo on your car right now.
He wishes you did too.
You have plenty of time to go back. This is a 4-hour show. Plenty of time to go back and get it.
My coworkers are going to be a little mad if I leave for too long.
I'm just teasing. Okay, so what about that silver stitching at the back of the seat?
Cleaner's going to be just fine. Boar's hair brush just fine. It's not going to be so aggressive that it causes it to fray or anything else.
And you won't transfer the dirt that you're cleaning off of the leather surface into the stitching?
I would probably wipe my brush on my microfiber towel before I do anything, just to ensure that. As far as running a conditioner over it, if it's like a full embroidered logo, I wouldn't. And the main reason why is the conditioners, they're a cream base. Even if you spread it with your finger and you lay it really thin over it, you are going to potentially
hydrate it.
Well, yeah, but you could potentially take away from the silver, right? Something like that, you're just best avoiding it, and that's just the best answer I can give. Clean it, let it be, hydrate everything around it.
Got it. Yep.
So in preparing your car for a show. Do it at home in your garage. Hopefully your garage is air conditioned.
Well, at least in the shade, that's for sure.
Because doing it here is not the place to do it.
Correct, yeah. Like I went somewhere yesterday, but it was early enough in the morning that I think I got there at like 7:15 in the morning, right? Sun's already out, my paint's not scorching hot yet, so I'm in a parking garage that's covered. I'm waiting 30 minutes for it to cool to the touch on the back side of my hand, and then I'm using my product to wipe it down so the photo shoot could go as planned. And then got bugs off.
Photo shoot.
I did, yeah.
Girls and everything.
I wish. Wait, my ex might be listening to this, so.
Maybe she wants to volunteer to be the model.
All right, so.
As long as she's hydrated.
Yeah.
So, okay, we got the seats. What about the carpet? Now, that car's got original carpet in it and original mats. Now, what I did was, shake your head if you want, but it's always worked for me all these years. I take an itty-bitty little amount of
Dawn dishwashing soap.
He just will not
He won't.
stop.
He's not gonna stop.
Will he?
Okay, do you take a little bit of
You know, I now understand why.
It's like we're married.
No wonder Angela spends most of her time out on the West Coast because you finish all of her sentences for her.
Oh,
I'll
gosh,
bet.
yes.
And I bet you she loves it, doesn't
No,
she?
she hates it.
And why would I be any different? Because I'm your second wife.
Anything I say after that will just get me in trouble. And this is public airways, and you told me to be nice.
Okay.
These people won't say anything.
Yeah, they don't care. So I have original carpet mats in there, and I take a little bitty amount of laundry detergent. Okay. My preference is Gain, and I mean it only takes just a couple of drops.
Makes them
Get
smell
it all
nice, too.
nice and watered down. Get the hose out there. Get them all nice and wet. Okay.
Hydrated.
Then get this laundry detergent, put that on there, and I just take a regular tire brush and go to town.
And it's not. I would say it's not the worst. I've heard people using degreasers and crazy things like that.
No. I'll tell you the thing that I really prefer is just a regular sweeping broom. You know?
Yep.
A regular broom. Just get up there and sweep it. Because
So-
really all you're trying to do is just loosen the junk that's in this.
and then vacuum it up.
Not vacuum it up.
You don't vacuum it?
No. And so then I take it, hang it up, get the hose out, and make sure that it's all rinsed off so there's nothing on there. Nothing.
Gotcha.
Well, I was thinking if you do it without the gain in the water, you brush it and then vacuum up all the dirt and dust.
There's no vacuum involved.
There's car washes that they go to. They take your mat and they put it in like a wheel.
A scrubber.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't work worth a damn.
Okay.
So what do you do for carpets?
So then I finish it up by hanging it on the fence and rinsing it off with the hose and letting it sun dry.
So that's a great method.
Thank you.
A method that you could use without saturating the floor mats. We have a carpet-specific shampoo. It's in the store. It's called Fabric Clean. And use it. 16-ounce bottle is concentrated, so you dilute it down, and you could just mist over it to where you get a decent saturation, but it's not soaking wet. And then we have drill brushes that are called the spinner drill brush, right? 3 different levels of aggressiveness. I always go with the soft just because it's safe on everything.
Yep.
Drill it out, right? Then take your microfiber towel, scrub it down. Since it's not saturated, you just throw them out in the sun for about 5 minutes. They're dried up. They're ready to go. Smells kind of like
Lilacs.
I wish. It smells like lemon lime. It smells more like Sprite.
Springtime fresh.
There you go.
Yes. I will say something, but I'll get in trouble if I do. But I know about the springtime fresh. I used to like that a lot. Strawberry, actually. Just had to say that. It's okay.
It's all right.
Wherever your mind goes, just let it go there, okay? And
I was waiting for him to finish your sentence.
I know. He's writing something
I know,
now.
he's
He's
writing it
taking
down.
notes, so when we finish talking, he can play all of
We'll
this
go to
back.
commercial.
I would imagine. Okay. And I would assume that, the car care products that you have for the paint will not take off the clear coat,
No, sir.
and it will not take out rock chips.
No, sir. It's a very common question, actually.
Yeah.
Will this
Does
take away
it
rock
really?
chips? And I'm like, ooh, it's not magic.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
No, we
But
just
I-
fill them in.
I think
Exactly.
that the key to what you're saying, though, is do it at room temperature in the garage.
Yes, sir.
Don't put it out in the sun and then put it in the garage and attempt to do it. You got to let it cool down.
Cool it.
And have a nice day.
Right.
Because if you do it the right way, from my experience, it's going to take most of the day.
Yes, sir.
Section by section.
I use it as therapy, truly.
Really?
Detailing to me is therapeutic. I can get lost in a car for 6
That's
to 8
why
hours.
you're so nice and calm.
Only right now.
Uh-huh.
My employees would beg to differ sometimes.
Yeah, I'll bet.
So what do you do to hydrate? We'll instead of my word, we'll use your word. All of the hard plastic. What do you do for that other than just wipe it clean? You know, because they
exterior-wise-
sell that stuff at Kmart and Walmart and all that.
Kmart's not in business
I don't think so.
anymore. I don't think.
Walmart,
Dating yourself.
AutoZone.
There's a lot of products out there, and what I tell everybody is avoid products with dye. For one, it's gimmicky. The dye will last on your hands longer than it'll last on your trim.
Okay.
And plastics are all about, the right formula. We have this plastic restore product called Tire and Trim Gel. And Tire and Trim Gel is a very potent oil-based product. It's thick. It's almost like honey. This is one of the rare occasions I suggest you put your car into the sun after application. So you'll have it in the garage where it's nice and cool. You'll apply it to all the plastic trim outside only since it is oil-based, right? And then when you're done applying it, throw it out in the sun so the sun actually heats up the plastic, opens up the pores, and it soaks in.
So this would be a product for, and I'm going to go to my memory on this. The Chevrolet Avalanche used to have those
Yes.
black plastic trim pieces on it that
That always turned
Oh,
gray.
that turned
All
gray,
over the
and this
place,
is the
yeah.
kind of product would restore the black
Yes,
color
sir.
to it.
Yes, sir. Even that Mini Cooper, right, that's got the fenders over there.
Right.
First thing I saw was like, okay, those are charcoal gray, right? They need to be black. It looks like a track car, so he probably doesn't care, and I'm with that, right? I love track vehicles, but for a
Actually,
show car.
that's a hand-controlled track car. You
Yes,
got to go
it
look
is.
at it.
Is it really?
Yeah.
And we had him on the show
The
yesterday.
gentleman in the blue shirt owns it.
That's awesome.
He's in charge of the school.
They do it for military veterans that are wanting to get a little track time in a hand-controlled car.
And
Very
hence
cool.
the theme of this show.
Yeah. That's
Wheelchairs
amazing.
for warriors, yes. Well, it's been really fun to talk to you.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it, and thanks for putting up with our shenanigans, too.
It's a pleasure. Appreciate you guys for having me on.
Yeah, you bet. And we'll be checking in with you.
Do it.
To make sure that you're doing your job and that we send some business your way.
Definitely. And if the people are here, $10 raffle tickets for $80 worth of products. 100% of the raffles are going to Wheelchairs for Warriors. So
Very nice.
that's the big thing over
Fantastic.
there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
We
Appreciate y'all.
appreciate you.
And if you need a demo vehicle,
It's not that one. Yeah. I like the way people give away my stuff.
I know, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's right. You brought your car here.
You told me to park in the South 40.
Uh-huh.
That's where
I
I'm
didn't
And
tell you.
that's where it is in the South
South
40.
That's where.
They're detailing it right now, by the way.
Are they? Yeah, that's great. Thank you. I hope I mentioned that this is a charity event. So all of the proceeds, I think it's a $30 entry fee, $30 to show your car here. And they have dash plaques and T-shirts and all that stuff for your $30. But your $30 then goes to a group called Wheelchairs for Warriors, which is near and dear to the heart of the general manager here, Lincoln Stahl. And you'll hear the commercials later on. Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on, if we don't mind, and let's talk about our stuff that we have. Do you happen to have the racing calendar?
The stuff?
Did
Sure.
you watch the SRX stuff last night
Yeah,
on
I did.
CBS?
I did. I thought it was interesting. I don't know how. And again, being the first race, I think they have a lot of work to do on it.
I agree.
Bestwick does a decent job. I think I'm so used to the guys that do the analysis on F1 and NASCAR that I think there's a lot for them to learn. And Danica probably wishes she was in a car versus in the booth.
And she should be.
And she should
as
be,
opposed
yeah.
to being in the booth.
I don't agree with most of what you said. Bestwick, he's a great announcer. And
I'm being nice.
I'm not.
So what is the gripe?
I just don't think that was the right crew.
Okay.
I really don't.
They didn't bring excitement to what was going
Exactly.
on, and they were.
What it did bring was notice of short track racing. I thought of Gina the whole time I was watching.
Yeah,
Right.
me too.
10,000 people there, packed stands.
So racing calendar, what's today? It's 2:30 in the afternoon.
Well, I'm sure New England Nationals, Tascapart's New England Nationals, is probably pushing the final round by now.
Okay.
I didn't track it to see where Erica ended up. The Texas All-Star race is tonight. Last night they had the truck and the Xfinity races. Formula One Grand Prix is next weekend at Paul Ricard. Is Paul Ricard, the French Grand Prix. And well, we want your guests here. We're here. Great.
All
And then,
I need for you is to work that.
Detroit Belle Island yesterday. They had race one for the Indy cars, and they had the IMSA race, and the Cadillac won the IMSA race, and
Yep.
the Corvettes won the GTLM,
Yep.
though they were the only two GTLMs that were
Those are
running.
the only two we need
Yeah.
to talk about. That's
And then Road America is next weekend again for Indy cars, so that should be pretty cool.
Okay. Thank you. Time
And
now
then,
for
and then July 3rd is Gina Child Knowles and the Texas Gulf Coast, or the Gulf Coast Racing Series out at Houston Motorsports Park. Sorry.
time now for this hour's pre-owned car of the week, and Mr. Dziekan has the Ford Focus.
I do. It's a 2018 Ford Focus, several models, so we all need to write these down. We're having a test later. It is the S, the SE, the SEL, the SEL hatch, the titanium hatch, and the ST. The ST is actually the performance vehicle, the little hot rod of the group. What we're reviewing is the titanium sedan. It is a compact vehicle, 5 passengers, Mike. It's basically a plain design. Not much has changed over the years, and it's just stayed the way it is. It's a neat little car. Rear lip spoiler. They've got the blackout grille, black accents, and you can get more of this with the ST version. It's got the integrated turn signals, which more of the vehicles do have now, fog lamps, all those exterior bells and whistles with the HID lights and things of that nature. Cloth and leather options for the interior. The higher you go with the titaniums and the STs, you can get both options. The SE and the S versions are not really suitable or cost-effective for you. Heated driver seats are an option. Heated steering wheel, 60/40 rear split seat, 6-way passenger power seat, driver's knee airbag as needed, 8-inch touchscreen, and a sunroof. That'll complete the interior, which is a neat little vehicle. It is a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder, 160 miles per hour, 160 horsepower at 6,500 RPM, 146 on the torque at 4,500 foot-pounds of torque. 6-speed select shift transmission. You can either get this in an automatic or a manual. 24 miles per gallon in the city, 34 highway, and 28 combined with a 12.4-gallon fuel tank. Stability control, so far as ride and handling. You've got traction control, four-wheel disc. Rides on some 17-inch with the aspect ratio being of 215/50. HR17, which is a little bit of a performance tire for you. Remote start, spunky little drivability car. It's got a little bit of spunk. 14 to 23,000 in the price range, depending on, of course, mileage and condition of the vehicle. So the S is more around the 14 range. The ST is more around the 23,000 range. 2 recalls. One of the recalls was on the trans leak after the clutch fracture, and the second one would be the gas purge container excessive vacuum.
I hate that gas purge container every time.
It'll get you.
Yeah.
The end.
All right. Thank you very much. I want to remind everybody that the In Wheel Time Car Show streams on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and InWheelTime.com. Podcasts are available on your favorite podcast channel. The In Wheel Time Car Show continues right after this quick break.
Winning the highest sales satisfaction award among all luxury brands from J.D. Power in 2020 tells you everything you need to know about your Lincoln purchase from Bayway. Bayway Lincoln is where a premium buying experience is a priority, and you're invited to feel it yourself. This Houstonian-owned premier dealership is managed by Lincoln Stahl, a seasoned member of the Bayway family. If it's online, in person, or in your own driveway, Bayway gets you to the luxury level you deserve. Bayway Lincoln is on the Gulf Freeway at Fuquay, just inside Beltway 8. Visit BaywayLincoln.com today. Tailpipes and Tacos expands again. Now you'll be able to participate at 3 Loopy Tortilla locations. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's premier Saturday morning cruise-in, featuring made-to-order breakfast tacos, fresh coffee, and good times. Mark your calendar for Saturday, June 19th for Tailpipes and Tacos, now at 3 Loopy Tortilla locations. Highway 249 in Tomball, West U on 59 near Kirby, and in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard. At Tailpipes and Tacos, you'll see collector cars, hot rods, customs, magnificent originals, and resto mods. Cars from all over Southeast Texas cruise in and show off in a friends and family event at 3 Loopy Tortilla Mexican restaurants in Katy, Tomball, and West U. Drag racer, car enthusiast, and Loopy founder Stan Holt brings you Houston's hottest cruise-in, Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, June 19th, 8 to 11 a.m. The In Wheel Time Car Show will be broadcasting from the Katy location. Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday morning, June 19th, 8 to 11 a.m., now at 3 locations, Tomball, Katy, and West U, weather permitting. You see all the new ceramic car wash cleaners on TV now, but John Gray at Gulf Coast Auto Shield has been using ceramic coatings on Houston's most expensive cars for years, and he'll tell you that nothing beats the real thing. Gulf Coast Auto Shield installs a coating over your paint that actually comes with a warranty. If you just picked up your Lambo, your Aston Martin, Porsche, Ferrari, any other exotic car, chances are your car will have company that have already found Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Now, you don't have to own an exotic. Maybe you got a truck, an SUV, or even an older vehicle that needs a little love. Well, let John Gray give it a look and give you an estimate on refurbishing that paint and making your vehicle look new again. How about getting a gift certificate for the wife's birthday or anniversary from Gulf Coast Auto Shield and tell her, honey, I know you love your car, so why don't we get it looking new again? It'll be the best gift ever, one that she'll never forget. Get hold of John Gray at gcautoshield.com or give him a call, 832-264-0670. Gulf Coast Auto Shield.